Deepa Ramanujam is an Indian-American actor, director and producer. Deepa has been acting since 1995 and started her career with the legendary director K. Balachandar in one of his television series, Premi. Around the same time, she also introduced a theatre. She moved out of India at 1998, studied theatre direction and filmmaking and founded her own theatre company, Kriya. She has produced, acted and directed over 10 productions and multiple shows across the North America and also in India. She worked as a script supervisor. Deepa took care of production and assisted the director. Both films were shooted at the USA. She has also directed a few short films. She has been acting in the South Indian films, mostly Tamil and Telugu, which includes Malayalam. During COVID, she joined the popular acting coach from the Hollywood and learned acting techniques. Her acting skills strongly believes in learning that life is a long process.
I'm not an academician. I am an actor, director, and I'm based out of US.
Okay.
I keep shuttling to India to perform. Whenever I book a job, I come there.
Lovely.
Yeah. So, honestly, I was traveling and then I was in LA visiting my daughter. So I got back. I had no clue. Even now, I have no clue the format of it. Of course,
So they mentioned the format. It's essentially we are going to speak for 10 minutes on Indian cinema and the course it's taking and challenges and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And after 10 minutes, we are going to just,
Q&A.
ask some questions and pretty much that. And student configuration is mostly undergraduate and master's student, apart from few professors who will be there. So that's what they're.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Preetha.
Hi.
Please don't call me ma'am. Please call me Deepa.
Oh.
Because, I ask everyone, please don't call me ma'am.
Okay.
So I was thinking in my mind, I was hoping that it's going to be an interactive session. Like we can start with one topic and then, because this is such a vast subject, the challenges we are facing and then also the changes which are going to be coming up. So it is, even 1 hour is not enough in my opinion, especially with 3 people are involved. We all have our own opinion and, so you guys tell me, how would you like to go about? If you have any thoughts.
I just thought I'll generally speak on the so basically I am referring to a FICCI report actually. There's every FICCI frames happen. So I'm just referring to that and on that giving my personal opinion based on whatever data they've collected.
And
temporary
fine.
trends. That's FICCI essentially. Yeah.
So Preetha, how about you? You have order.
Deepa, I just prepared just a brief presentation on how about the storyline structure or the content and the kind of platforms and technology has changed and what are the challenges we are facing it with
Okay. So I have made some notes. I have not prepared a presentation or anything. So I'm talking about, I want to talk about the technological, especially AI. If both of you are not talking about it, probably I can focus on that.
Yes.
And blockchain technologies and then AI probably,
Yeah.
But in general, there are other, at a very high level, we can talk about what is happening in the industry if there is time, like the production cost. And then I'm talking about the practical difficulties, what we are facing, we actors are facing, and as a producer, I am facing, So that would be nice for the students to know, but I don't know whether we'll have the time. So let's see how it goes. And
teaching career.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am. Shall we start the session, ma'am?
Yes.
Am I audible to all of you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Shall we start? Yeah. Hello and welcome. I'm very excited to kick off this event. I'm RP, Assistant Professor, Department of Media Studies, SDNB National College, for a moderator for this session. Today we are going to discuss about the challenges and changes in Indian cinema. Each of our panelists brings up a unique perspective of challenges and changes in Indian cinema, which makes a better understanding of Indian cinema in this era.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I would like to talk about the technological advancements, specifically about artificial intelligence and multi-agent workflow, which is the talk of the town here, and also a little bit about touch upon blockchain technology. See, the topic is such a vast one. We can keep on, like, we can go on and on, but the time given to us is like just 10 minutes. So, yeah. So AI is that holds the potential to revolutionize the entire film industry um, by improving efficiency and reducing cost. But at the same time, it also poses significant threats concerning job security, creative integrity, and ethical considerations too. So while we should embrace AI technologies, we must be extremely cautious about the impact. So a few days back, I was having a conversation with my daughter about the threats to the industry. She's a writer and published author, and her concern was genuine. The possibility of AI replacing human writers is high. I would say not just in script writing, but in other areas as well. Say editing, VFX, and my acting coach, he keeps telling us, you all need to be worried about actors being replaced by robots. We all laughed when he said that, but I guess we need to be a little bit concerned. So let's talk about dubbing. So one can make a voiceover artist to come over and then say for an hour, and then take their voice and pay just for an hour. But the possibilities of using their voice for future works are very high without the artist getting paid, right? So this is a serious concern. So we have seen AI-generated deepfake videos of the actors in the past, right? Like Tamanna's Kavala video, that song was recreated with Simran and a few other actors. And Rashmika's face was used for a woman wearing revealing clothes. So these examples raise ethical and legal questions. So last year here in Hollywood, we had a major writer's strike. AI was one of the main subjects of conversation. But these advancements, they're promising too. So in one of the recent films in Tamil, like I think it was Goat, the technology was used to de-age the actor. And I think in Indian too, some actors were recreated who are not with us anymore. So it is up to us to see, how to use these advancements. So technology could be obviously misused in the hands of in wrong hands, but the key is to find the balance. So if we, in my opinion, if we navigate these challenges thoughtfully to preserve we have such a rich cultural and creative heritage. So we can definitely do that while embracing the technological advancements. So now I want to talk about the very, very important thing which is happening right now here, and I'm sure around the world. It is the multi-agent workflow. So multi-agent AI workflows that involves several AI systems, okay, working together to accomplish a single task. So that could be too complex or too large for one single AI system to handle. So let's take, for example, this event. So someone came up with this concept, someone planned, and someone designed the posters. Someone executed the promo, contacted the guests, and someone tested whether the Zoom was working properly. And we speakers, we came prepared with that topic given to us. So the goal is to have a successful event, and we all, as a team, we all executed this together. For each member of the team, we all have our specific skill set. So in the context of creating a movie, this multi-agent workflow, so one AI agent might analyze scripts to suggest plot improvements, character development, even deepen the character arcs, and another one can assist in directing. And in the case of camera department, AI could suggest camera angles, lighting setups, and another AI agent can provide real-time feedback during the shoot, based on what is the envisioned narrative. And for post-production, AI agents can that are specialized in editing. They could offer recommendations for cuts and transitions that enhance the storytelling or viewer engagement. And another one can actually manage the project timeline and resources. So such a workflow it's an interactive process. These different AA agents, they interact amongst themselves, and in the process, they refine their outputs through collaboration and self-improvement. So when this process eventually happens, I don't know when it is going to happen in Indian cinema, when this happens, the possibilities of just one director can manage the entire production with the help of multiple AI agents. So as these AI systems take on roles ranging from script writing to editing to visual effects to project management, so actually this raises a critical concerns about the future of employment. That is the biggest concern we have. And now I want to talk about a little bit of blockchain technology. That is the emerging trend. So it's making significant inroads in the Indian film industry now, offering innovative funding, innovative distribution, and mainly rights management solutions. So we all know that IP rights are the major issue in the industry, and we have been facing for a very, very long time. So it is such an unorganized, I'm sorry to say this, it's an unorganized, and there is not much of transparency too. So Chennai-based two companies are there, Oracle Movies and Producer Bazaar. I know the folks involved, especially Producer Bazaar. They both are, they use advanced and secure blockchain technologies to buy and sell movie rights. So there is total transparency. And hopefully, these companies will help transform the industry. So recently I read a news that I forgot the name of the company that collaborated with the Shemaru Entertainment. So I think sometime last year, maybe September, October 2024. So the aim was to transform Bollywood blockbusters into digital collectibles using blockchain technology, opening new monetization avenues and providing fans with access to their unique content. So the benefit, if you want to know what is the benefits of using blockchain technology, first of all, increased transparency in, as I already mentioned, funding, distribution, and enhanced security and traceability of movie rights. It's just because we can go and find out online, we can check it out, like who holds what rights, like who is holding overseas rights of this and then dubbing rights of this, or the entire, when is the expiry date, everything we can find out. And more than anything, avoiding middlemen. And we are making direct connections between the creators and the consumers. So then also new revenue streams through digital collectibles and NFTs. These are the main advantages. The challenges, if you ask me, what are the challenges? It's still in the very early stage, and then we don't have much data to show the success rate of this. So there should be wider adoption and understanding of the technology in the film industry. So I don't know how much time I have. Am I done with my 10 minutes? Hello?
Ma'am, you have 5 minutes more, ma'am.
5 minutes more? Okay. So also, I want to talk about something, the subject which is very, very important in my opinion, because as a working actor, and I also have produced films. So I want to talk about the high production cost, which is one of the significant challenges we are facing. See, most of the cost for films, especially we are using, let's take a case of films with tier 1 actors. So the major cost goes to the cast and crew above the line. So you know what above the line is, right? And of course, a significant chunk goes towards marketing. So it is very difficult for the producer to make a profit. See, at the end of the day, it's business. We are all here to, we are all passionate filmmakers. But at the end of the day, this business, they all need to make profits. So they rely mainly on the theatrical and OTT platforms. And of course, some of the rights, like remake rights, dubbing rights, and overseas rights for monetization. But of course, we did Dr. Ipsita and both of them, Dr. Preetha, they all talked about a little bit. So making, especially Dr. Ipsita, she talked about the FICCI reports and everything. So I'm talking about the Tamil industry. Here, making people come to the theater is the main issue, in my opinion. So obviously, one is piracy, and where people just download and then watch the films online. and or they wait for the film to come on the OTT platforms. People can watch films without stepping out of their house, and at their convenience, they can rewind, pause, fast forward, versus spending a minimum of 1,000 rupees for a family to go to theater to watch a film. But if you take in the case of mid-budget and low-budget films, they don't even get the theatrical release they deserve. So even if they get one, it will be limited, very, very limited shows. Just hardly like that too at an odd hours in my whatever I have observed so far. So there is definitely a revenue loss. And also OTT platform, they won't pay just like that millions to all these films, anything and everything. But they also need to know that these films will be watched by the audience. So the only way, the way they can check is the success rate of success at the theaters. In my opinion, it's a vicious cycle. So I read somewhere that Bollywood's collections dropped 7% last year, mainly due to the high ticket prices, which actually correlates with what Dr. Ipsita said. So, and also the other changes, if I want to talk about, of course, Dr. Preetha touched upon this little bit. This is about women filmmakers. A lot of us are in different capacities, and we are coming up with powerful women-oriented films right now, which is really great. And LGBTQ representation in films, which is, I'm really glad, because this is a subject which is very close to my heart. To see these films in the mainstream cinema. So I'm even more delighted to see that top actors are willing to play gay or transgender roles. Actually, which was not the case like about, say, 10 years or 12 years back. In fact, I came here with the subject in 2000. I live in US. I came to India with my script late 2010. And the theme was LGBTQ theme. The subject was that. But I had such a hard time getting a producer, convincing the actors. But now I'm really delighted to see that things are changing. And actors like Prithviraj, he acted in this Malayalam film Mumbai Police. And Vijay Sethupathi, he acted in Super Deluxe. He acted as a transgender. And recently, Katal, that Mammootty acted. And I don't know, but you all need to see a movie called Nilanira Suryan by Samyukta Vijayan. She's from US. It is such an honest film about a transformation of a man into woman. And also there's a lot of, so please do watch. If I don't know whether it's available on any of the platforms, but I would request all of you to watch that film. It is such a, in my opinion, very, very honest film. And also international representation of Indian actors is getting slowly growing. So I'm hopefully the numbers will grow even further in the coming years. So Indian cinema, we have such a rich culture and emotions and bright future. So with all the technological advancements we have, that combined with compelling and path-breaking storytelling, definitely we can take center stage in the global cinema. So I'm sure audiences worldwide, they can all connect with and resonate with the Indian films. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Deepa, ma'am, am I audible? Deepa, ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you are.
So you went to college in the US to study direction and later acting classes. You have worked on the set and directed it and have been acting for a long time now. My question is, how much do academics play a role in someone's film career?
Wow, such a fantastic question. Okay. Let me start by, I'll take 2-3 minutes to answer this question because this is, I really want to share this. I have been wanting to share this with some of the students. So those days, how things used to happen is people used to work as ADs, or in the case of camera, DOPs, they need to assist the DOPs before they actually tried for direction or started working in any films, right? So this was like on-the-job learning. But directors like Kartik Subbaraj or I'm giving examples from Tamil industry, Nalan Kumarasamy, they broke that. And actually, they used to say that formal education is not necessary. But in my opinion, you learn the basics. You get a good foundation and learn all the essential skills. Of course, as others say that many legends, including my own guru, KB sir, they have not gone to film schools. But when you have a strong foundation, it is going to help you a lot when you actually enter the real life. See, what we study in school, as I said, it's just the foundation, right? But in real life, it is very, very different. So the skills, what you're going to be learning in the college, that you need to apply those skills on the job. So why are we all here? We are all passionate filmmakers, right? In any of the crafts. So we are passionate about filmmaking, but passion alone won't help. At the end of the day, it's business, serious business. So someone is successful when a film is made. So there's not enough when you have a script in your hand. That needs to be made into a film, and also that has to be released. Either it's a theatrical release or OTT platform, only then we can call it as a success. So here the competition is very, very high. And we all need to be very realistic. If I were to give one piece of advice to the students, I would say develop patience. See, if you're a director, you need to convince a producer and also the lead actors. You may have to approach many actors, like it won't click the first time. Many actors and the production houses, and wait for them to get back to you. Okay? And if you're an actor, so the director must be convinced that you fit the part. And it is not that easy to get a break in the industry. See, I'm not discouraging here. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not discouraging. I am just being practical and realistic, and I'm sharing my own experiences. That's it. So assuming that you have a producer to back you up, and let's say you have a fantastic team. So, but the film, as I said earlier, the film has to be completed, then released. So recently I was talking to the president of the Producers Council here in Tamil Nadu, South Indian Producers Council or Tamil Nadu, I think Tamil Nadu. So he told me that hundreds and hundreds of films are waiting for release. And it's not happening anytime soon. So take the one that got released recently, the Malagada Raja. The film was released after 12 years. Really, after 12 years, the movie got released a few weeks back. So you need to have patience. And you need to be strong, iron men or iron women mentally. And you cannot be taking impulsive decisions that might ruin your career. See, I'm saying all this out of just sheer experience. And what will you be doing while you're waiting to hear back from the director or the producer? So you need to hone your skills. See, and also whatever I said about the discouraging thing, nothing can happen to any of you. You may all get lucky too. But you need to be prepared for the worst, right? So when I'm talking about honing your skills, keep yourself updated with what's happening in the world. Like watch as many films as possible. Network. Join a team as an assistant, or you can learn on the job. If you're an actor, you can join a theater group. I'm from theater. And I cannot describe in words the experience you face when you get onto the stage. Right? You need to experience it. And also, if you want to become a director, you don't need, with all the technological advancements, you don't really need a big setup or a lot of money. So even you can shoot using your iPhone, right? So, yeah, and also you can upload it on YouTube and market it on social media. So all these things are going to help you strengthen your resume. So, and also these projects, one important thing is when you're actually trying out doing small projects like this, the one thing important lesson you're going to learn is what not to do in the real life, real set. So good luck to each and every one of you. Don't stop learning, develop patience and mental strength, journal, do yoga, meditation, keep your body and mind strong. You need these strengths to face the real world when you get out of college. That's it. That's my.
Ramanujam, ma'am, thank you for sharing your reflection on challenges faced by filmmakers. Your real-world examples have shed light on the ongoing struggles and opportunities that continue to shape the industry today. Thank you so much, ma'am.